What is up, everybody? In today's video we are going to try to answer the question, who is Project Racecar? Let's get into it. So today I wanted to try to do a bit of a Q&A style video and kind of get you guys to learn a little bit about me and who I am as a person behind the content creating, and I figured that I in turn could learn a little bit about you guys from the comment section down below. So I wanted to try to connect on a different level and give you guys a little bit of a different perspective and view on the E30 and this YouTube channel. So welcome to Project Racecar. This is the channel. We are building this E30 in the background and doing a K-swap on the car. As many of you guys know, I've been trying to document what I can and the best parts of the swap. So a lot of you guys have been leaving comments letting me know that you guys are also doing a swap. So I'm glad that this series can help you guys out in some way. But behind that, I am just a regular old kid. I am 24 years old. I grew up in Denver, Colorado, and I'm currently living in Austin, Texas. For work, some of you may know that I do gig work, and I also have an e-commerce business that I am trying to build up, and then obviously YouTube. So YouTube is my main goal, and to grow the channel is my main kind of focus. Because obviously I want to kind of do this for a full time and build a couple different cars. I, like many of you guys, have been watching a lot of the big YouTubers, Adam LZ, Cletus McFarlane, Jimmy Oaks, all those people, and have seen what they do, and you know, it would be awesome to eventually get to that level and kind of grow to that point. So what got me into cars, my first car was a hand-me-down from my brother, and it was a 2000 BMW, an E46, and it was a 328i, so I had the bigger engine, and it was a fun car. You know, doing a little bit of skirting here and there, and chirping the tires, and it was just enough to kind of have fun with, and it wasn't crazy fast, obviously, but it was fun. I ended up selling that and getting a different E30, but that one was a convertible, and I figured that I didn't want that one. So I sold that one, got an E92, and I kind of just started doing basic maintenance and learning on each car and fixing problems that needed to be fixed. And that eventually got us up to this point where I wanted to do a full swap and get everything as much as I can done with the car. The E30 has been my dream car for a long time, and so I wanted to build this thing, and eventually we'll get it to the point where it's turboed and making a whole bunch of power, but this is obviously a fresh start. So we've done the interior, we have done the suspension, and now we are doing a full drivetrain swap. So that's kind of where we are with the E30 and where we are with the channel. I saw on YouTube, I always used to watch videos of fast E30s, and I knew that I always wanted one. And I saw the option of the K-Series swap, so I didn't see anybody actually documenting the K-Series in the E30, and so I felt like that was a niche that I could jump into and, you know, help other people out with while I'm doing the swap myself. So I figured that it was a perfect place to start off, and the channel has grown a ton from it, and so I can't be more happy with the support that you guys have given me and the help along the way. So we are close to having this thing running, just a couple more videos, and so I want to make a ton more content on driving this car around, doing a review of the actual K-Series drivetrain, and maybe a little bit of racing, as it states in the name, Project Racecar. So outside of the E30 and the YouTube, I do gig work, as well as I'm trying to build a e-commerce brand. And the other things that I like to do, another couple hobbies, I like to listen to music a lot. And so my favorite artist is Mac Miller. I listen to a whole bunch of different stuff, but I really like Mac Miller, J. Cole, Half Alive, if you guys know them. But I also listen to anything from pop to metal to screamo to rock to rap, and I try to get a lot of music variety in there, so I kind of listen to a whole bunch of different stuff. In the comments down below, let me know your favorite artist and a little bit of why you like them. I also like to stay physically active, and so I try to lift a lot and work out. So I've been pretty consistent at the gym for a couple of years now, and so that's one of the main things that I try to just stay active, whether it just be working out or there's a lot to do here in Austin, so I'll try to get kayaking or walking or running and that kind of stuff in, and just try to stay physically active. And obviously I like driving and modifying cars. I am really kind of invested in building cars, and I want things to be nice, so obviously it is YouTube, but I like to actually do this. I actually enjoy doing little modifications and helping people out, and obviously building the car that I want. So I enjoy working on cars and doing projects, and I love to figure something out and try new things. And so with the car, I've tried to do a lot of just different things that make me uncomfortable, and stuff that I wouldn't have known how to do before. So it's why we have the new seats, and I did these myself with the nice L-seat leather. So we pulled out the carpet and actually dyed that black. I've done a bit of painting on the car, and just like rattle can stuff, but trying to get it to look as nice as possible. We did the coilovers ourselves and really tried to do everything, as well as obviously the K-swap. The hood is closed, but we are trying to do all of the things by ourselves. But I knew that I wanted to incorporate cars and also incorporate the YouTube and try to build a channel and build something that I want to do. And so that's kind of why I created the channel, is to, obviously grow and get big, but I've kind of learned from you guys that I don't need a gigantic channel. I would like to, help people along the way and help other people with their project cars to get up and running, or, that type of thing. So it would be cool to continue this kind of trajectory. That's a big word for me, but to continue this and see where the channel goes. With the E30, like I've said, I want to get into different styles of racing. I'd like to take it to the track, as well as maybe learn how to drift. I've thought about other project cars, and I'm always constantly thinking about what to do next for the YouTube channel. So I would love to get into drifting. I'd love to get into racing. I thought it'd be really cool to build a sleeper one day. So I'm always trying to think of what the next thing is. Obviously we need to focus on the E30, but once this bad girl is up and running, we are gonna do a lot of tackling some other stuff and kind of dabble in a little bit of other things. So if you guys have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below. So with doing all this mechanical stuff, I by no means am a mechanic, and I never claimed to be, but you can know enough to get something done and get this stuff working without bringing it to a shop. It's all just a big puzzle piece. So as long as you have the right attitude and frame about the project stuff, you can always get it done. So some of you guys may be thinking, why BMWs, why the E30? And I think this car kind of speaks for itself. E30s have always just been really, really clean and very pretty and interesting cars. I like the square body and kind of like the retro 80s style. And so I found the 318 IS for $5,000 about a year and a half ago. And the car was completely bone stock, and it's been such a fun car to own and to modify. And I think that this can be, you know, the hero car that I've always wanted. Sometimes you have to set goals for yourself and try to achieve them. And one of my goals is to hopefully by next year have taken this thing on a bunch of tracks, get it really dialed in, and learn a whole bunch of new stuff, and then possibly get ready for the version 2, which will be the turbo kit. There's a lot that kind of goes in that, and a lot more stuff that I'm not used to. So I want to enjoy the car as much as possible with the stock engine and with the K24 in it. And then kind of just upgrade and go from there. So I want to collect all the parts before we actually pull the engine and do the all of the turbo bits. But that should be, again, in the next year or so, is kind of my time frame and my goal. I've mentioned this in past videos that I don't have a crazy goal for the channel and for the subscribers, because I'm kind of just happy with where I am. So any growth is obviously great, and I think that if you're chasing growth, you're not in it for the correct reasons. And therefore I don't put any crazy goals on subscriber gains or anything like that, because you know, at a certain point there's always going to be easy viral content to make, but that's not what you should be doing it for, you know? But we have a lot planned for the E30. The fuel pump actually just got in. We got a sheet of aluminum that we are going to cut out and get fixed on the radiator so that we can do the fan next. And we're just going to slowly keep going on the E30 and getting it closer and closer to this first start. I need to pick up a couple sensors from O'Reilly's and get this thing with the correct sensors so that when the wiring harness comes in, that will be the last piece of the puzzle. But that is going to end it for today's video. I hope you guys all enjoyed and learned a little bit more about me and kind of where I started from and where I want the channel to go. So I would love to learn a lot more about you guys, so leave your favorite artist in the comments down below and ask me any questions that you guys have about me. I will try to answer all of them. But until next time, my name is Ryan. This is Project Racecar. Have an amazing day.